Good morning, virtual pilots. Very different sort of video coming to you today. This is a follow-up to my why I use the Valve Index video. This is going to be very raw, rough video, very much a vlog style, about whether I can get the Reverb G2 up and running. And as you can see, not a stranger to VR headsets, so it's very odd to me that it doesn't seem to work. Let's get it plugged into the sim system and let's see what it does. Okay, so we have got the VR headset there, that's plugged in. It's one of the other things that I probably should mention. This applies to the Revision 1 headset, is it doesn't have a breakaway cable, it's just one long cable, so if you, a bit like my PC, it's not particularly easy to get to the back of it. You have to leave the thing permanently plugged in. Now there is a Revision 2 that I believe has a breakaway cable, but let's get the system powered up. Let's get into Windows Mixed Reality and let's see what it does. There we go, this is what I keep getting constantly. Couldn't install Windows Mixed Reality. Windows Mixed Reality needs an update. I go to Updates. Check for updates. And apparently I'm up to date. So I'm flummoxed. So I've reinstalled Windows Mixed Reality, which was easy enough to remove and a complete pain to get to reinstall. I had to try several times and reboot the PC. It just sat pending. And I have a hunch that this is to do with the way that Microsoft distribute and update their software on PCs. This is definitely a problem that plagues Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. We get Windows updates, we get apps from the Microsoft Store, and our games are being updated through the Xbox app. I have had no end of problems in previous updates of Microsoft Flight Simulator where it can't decide where it wants to update itself from. Is it updating from the Microsoft Store, the Xbox app, or from within Microsoft Flight Simulator itself? But we've got the Mixed Reality app at least waiting for us to plug a headset in. Let's get back over to the system and see what that does. Okie dokie, there's Windows Mixed Reality waiting for us to plug a headset in. The headset is already plugged in, but I haven't connected the power cable, which I have on my boom arm here. Trying to do all of this one-handed. It's not the easiest. Where does the power go? In the side there. Let's get you plugged in. That's it, little lights come on, and Windows Mixed Reality. Is it going to work? I can hear noise coming out of the headset. Oh, we have to start setup and check my PC. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we have to do that? Yeah, it was all fine. It's telling me it's compatible. Thank you for purchasing HP VR headset. You are welcome. Yeah. Not going to bother choose a setup, seated, yes I'm sure, that's fine. Next, center your headset, hold it in front of you and point it towards a computer, and then click center. Right, I'm going to have to hold the headset and the camera with one hand and get my mouse with my other hand. Center. Yes, it's asking me if I want to use speech. That's fine. And there we go. Again, I don't know if you can see that clearly. Couldn't install Windows Mixed Reality. Why? Madness. Absolute madness. Okay, we've made some progress. I think Reddit, the source of all useful knowledge, had some details on stuff to do. I had to run some funky command line prompt stuff, and if that works, I've got no idea what the command line prompt did, by the way, but it didn't look too dubious. If it works, I will link that Reddit page down in the description. It's downloading stuff now rather than just saying can't install Windows Mixed Reality. So again, back to my hypothesis. Is it a Windows update it wanted? Is it a Windows Mixed Reality update? Is it an Xbox update? Is it a Microsoft, please consolidate where you're doing your updates in your software distribution. Just move it all into one platform, for goodness sake. Okay, so that update has finished. Back to the headset. Where is the power cable? Oh, that has dropped onto the floor again. Trying to do all of this one-handed and get you plugged in. White lights come on and a white box appears with nothing in it. Is it going to make me redo the entire setup again? Does it need to validate my system again? Or is it actually going to work? Haha! You have headphones with a mic now. Right. Okay, folks, a pretty major progress. I'm in the headset and I can confirm it is working. The image continues to look sensational. The controller tracking is appalling in comparison to other headsets that I've got, but of course you don't need those for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I cannot believe that there is yet another shameless plug in the setup process for this headset to get you to continue to use Edge as your internet browser. I kid you not. But let's see now if we can get the developer settings installed and working as well. I am not going to lie, folks, I'm genuinely quite excited. We have got the developer settings open and it's not crashing to desktop. Now, one very interesting observation is the name of this toolkit, OpenXR Tools for Windows Mixed Reality, is not the same name that was coming up before I did the full reinstall of Windows 11. The application I was downloading from the Microsoft Store was called, I think, OpenXR Developer Tools. Now, that's what the application itself is calling itself, but that's not what we see in the Microsoft Store. So I suspect we were downloading the incorrect old version of the tools. Why that would still be up on the Microsoft Store, I actually can't find it on the Microsoft Store now, which is interesting. So again, my continued hunch on this is the very janky Microsoft update process. It was going to the wrong thing. I'm really excited. I am going to get in the sim. We've got motion reprojection available to us. We've got custom render scale available to us. I'm very excited to get in the sim and see what everybody has been raving about. Well, unfortunately, folks, my excitement was short-lived because we bumped into another problem now. There is quite a lot of shaking in the sim. I'm keeping my head perfectly still. If I look at the yoke, that's on the verge of making me feel ill. Everything in the cockpit is sort of shaking and vibrating, little micro stutters all over the place. The scenery seems okay. Chappie in his pushback cart seems fine. All of the hangars seem fine. It is the cockpit and actually even the aircraft that appear to be doing this. I've done a quick Google. Again, Reddit, the fountain of all knowledge, seems to suggest that Windows 11 is the problem, and I'm rather suspecting now that Windows 11 has been the problem with this all the way through, which is pretty ironic given the Windows Mixed Reality is a Microsoft product. I think I'm going to wrap up the vlog here. So we have managed to get the Reverb G2 working, we have managed to get the developer settings working. The problem we've now bumped into are all these micro stutters and judders. I'm a tenacious chap though, so we will keep working on this. So there will be a part 2 to this video. It shouldn't be this hard, Microsoft. It shouldn't be this hard, and it certainly isn't this hard with Steam VR. So there we go. As always, I hope you're very well wherever in the world you are. Stay safe in the skies. I'll see you in my next one.